Hey, Boogle, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. But Alphino needs supervision? Yeah, I guess I didn't really think that. Yeah, Alphino does need somebody to kind of like watch after him. He's been on his own for a little too long. He needs some support. But yeah, I get that. Like, Alize can handle herself. I feel like, and it's been a lot longer since we've seen Alphino. We need to go check in on him. But yeah, I'm just gonna jump straight into it. Let's not waste any time. Nothing else to do. Let's just go straight into it. Yeah, it's a very he's wearing a very interesting outfit. It's very different than what he normally wears. I mean, it seems very cozy. Like, it seems like a very, oh, hello little piggy. Seems like a very like cozy and warm outfit. Yeah, I'd like a good poncho, but it's just very silly. I feel like it doesn't really fit what he would normally wear. I like his crazy looking book though. Look at that thing. You can like stab somebody with that. Hey, hello, welcome. How's it going? We're just admiring Alphino's new outfit. So we're just kind of taking a look at his new clothes. It's very silly. I know. He's so silly looking. I love him. I'm so happy he's back. I'm so happy I get to see him again. He's the best. I know, me neither. I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm in a whole new world. Like, I didn't know that I'd be in a whole, like, new world. I'm just like, I was so speechless when that happened. No, it was totally mind-blowing. Yeah, I did not expect that this is the direction. And, like, such an interesting world, too. Like, like, all the detail put into the cities so far, it's... Yeah, I'm like, my mind was totally blown. I'm just like thoroughly impressed. So yeah, super stoked to be getting into this story. Yeah, the Crystarium was so cool looking. So cool to explore this this city. But yeah, we're finding Alphino first. So this is the first Scion that I've come in contact with since I first got here. Yeah, the colors are great too. Totally agree. Also, I'm sorry, I heard you were sick. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. That's very unfortunate. It's no fun being sick in the summertime because it feels like you're just, you know, it's like the worst time to get sick. But yeah, hopefully you feel better soon. You just work too? Oh no. That's unfortunate. That sucks. Wait, work has mandatory overtime? What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking? That you have like mandatory overtime? That's kind of crazy. Oh, you're a pharmacist. Oh, that, yeah. That seems like a pretty... Yeah, that's a pretty intensive job. It's a pretty intensive job. It totally makes sense. Oh, man, that's tough. I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. That's rough. I'm being kind of overworked. Well, yeah, hopefully it doesn't last very long, and hopefully you can kind of, you know, recover and things will... Yeah, it'll pass. It'll pass. That's good. That's good. Okay, let's talk to Alphino. See what has to say. Is ready to take to the road once more. So am I. Let's get this party started. Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, you may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Eulmore, despite my best efforts to do so. From here we must head west, and then cross a small bridge. Okay, lead the way. His outfit is so silly. I can't get over it. Okay. We're going this way. It's so crazy, like the cities are so colorful compared to the rest of the landscape. It's also gonna be weird, like, you know, not seeing nighttime in any of these zones. Like, it's just forever daytime. It's gonna be kind of trippy, like, to never see the, you know, the time of the day change. Also, these things are... I can't stop looking at these guys. I love this. Aww. I love him. Let's give him a hug. Come here. Come here, my little lizard friend. Okay, let's not get distracted. Move on. Oh, there he is. Colusia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar. I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in the distant world, people are much the same. To think that whatever the calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. No, get away from me! Who was that? Over there! Quickly, someone's in trouble. Yeah, it is kind of crazy to think that entire worlds are being erased. I wonder what that process is like, and if that's similar to what's happening to this world, or if it's different. Seems kind of crazy, though. Here's one of the Sin Eaters. Oh, thank the fates. Look out! Forgiven cowardice. I feel like this music is so different from like other music that we've seen so far in this game. You don't hear much like electric guitar just, you know, shredding. This thing is crazy looking. Huh. My poor heart. Thank you, young sir. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings. But I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you all right, madame? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I'll let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Eulmore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate was to be safer than staying here. One would hope so. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's task any easier. Thank you again. You saved my life. Now I'm sure a strapping lad like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's naught to be here but cobwebs and memories. As the lady says, many of these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Eulmore's shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are precious few with the strength to fight them all. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters? A brief history then. 'Twas not long after the flood swallowed the better part of the world that the Sin Eaters first appeared, some beastly, some beauteous. Yet, regardless of their form, all seem incapable of speech, and all are driven by the same insatiable appetite for mortal ether. They are predators, and we are their prey. Pelusia suffers from far fewer attacks than most regions, but even so, the list of the Sin Eater's victims grows longer by the day, a tragedy without end. Still, we have won a small victory this time at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follows the path that leads west. Let's do it. Man, what good world building so far. Just like thoroughly impressed by this new kind of world they've created. It's really good. I want to go down this way, actually. Yeah. Okay, so there's Eulmore down there. Got it. It's like, yeah. And I'm assuming there's some sort of, you know, town kind of on the outskirts, or just whatever, where everybody's moving towards. Also, like this giant crazy tower right there. Huh. Almost looks like some sort of Garlean structure. That kind of black metal look. There's another little like town down there with the crystal. Oh, yep, here we are. Yeah, this little anti-town. So this is Gate Town. Cool. And here we are.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Eulmore itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh?
Begrimed bloke.
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
He's not here to compete. Leave him be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please!
Oh, what is this? What is gonna happen? I love that carnival music.
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all! Eulmore extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy. Even on days when fish is not on the menu! Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We may not at all.
So they're like auctioning off like spots within the city?
Was there anyone?
I am a culinarian.
Do you recall how I said Eulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Eulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market
Oh,
produce.
that's terrible.
taking this one back? Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in the City of Splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
I love their little jester outfits. They're adorable.
Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident! For you!
Ah, oh,
Enjoy!
thank goodness.
Over here!
Meal is a foodstuff which Eulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity, yet the whole arrangement just seems... well, let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, it feels... yeah, I don't like this situation either. It feels very, like, performative. Especially considering there's literally, like, jesters, you know, handing out food. I still have my little jester outfit, I think, right? Where's it at? Wait, unable to apply glamour plates here, really? Can you not do glamour plates in this this area? Huh. Interesting. And now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. The dubious privileges of residency must be won via contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Eulmore's current ruler came into power. Yet from what I have seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I've tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. Their attitude is so entrenched now. I worry that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gatetown and judge the situation for yourself. Have a look around. Maybe they become like so reliant upon handouts from Eulmore and like a chance to join the city that they've completely, you know, like neglected their own like security. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Pale chunk, you know, you realize, floats in the otherwise plain broth. There's a lookout point over there too. Just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of the life that awaits me inside those walls. Will they ever pick me? Gatetown is a haphazard mess of shacks and lean-tos. The results of refugees throwing up shelters as they await their chance to embrace the comforts of Eulmore. Though living conditions can best be described as abysmal, the regular distribution of meal and minimal risk of eater attacks has only seen the population increase over time. Gotcha. Man, just like what a crazy zone. It's just like they really nailed that kind of like enchanted, apocalyptic, I don't know, like magical kind of setting. It's crazy. The music and the sky. Yeah, it's really wild. It feels like a dream almost. Like we're in some sort of just nightmare dream world. It's great. Yeah, ethereal. That's what I was trying to like grasp for that word. But yeah, it is very ethereal. Still here, are you? I can't blame you for wanting a slice of Eulmore's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gate Town's not much to look at, but at least it's safe, and the meal is the best thing I've ever tasted. Interesting. Because I feel like usually, you know, food handed out in situations like this is very basic and generic and probably not very healthy or tasty, but it seems like they like the meal, or they're kind of reliant upon it. You've seen what Gate Town has to offer. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They become dependent on handouts of meal and believe Eulmore is the answer to all their woes. Yet no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay unable, to conceive of any other way of life. I mean, he probably disapproves of both. But it seems like we're kind of more focusing on the Gate Town. Let's kind of hear his thoughts, though. Disapprove? It frustrates me, certainly. That is only part of it, though. The whole situation... Whoops. Not that it matters. However unjust the system seems to me, if these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But, taking that elderly lady you rescued, does it not seem that those who have chosen to forgo Eulmore's regress are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gate Town, and so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and unattended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I'm not convinced that Eulmore's generosity truly serves the best interests of Calusia's people. I am not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hardworking villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hands of capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long delayed steps through Eulmore's gate. It's fortunate that you arrived when you did, Blanco. I've been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. There is a beast tribe who makes its home in the seas surrounding the island, the Ondo, they are called, though you and I know them as Sahuagin. For the most part, they keep to themselves in the ocean grottos, and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But as Ataru took such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favors the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular, and when I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prosperous or prospective investor, would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Eulmore lord would have time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's been like a year. He's been here for a year, right? Yeah. My appointment with Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Wait, but... Oh no, I guess he wasn't... Yeah, he was the last one. Yeah, because it was Thancred, then Urianger. Yeah, so wait, hold on. So Thancred's been here for like 5 years, right? He was the first person to get transported. Urianger and... Yushtola were next. They've been here for, I think they said like 3 winters, like 3 years. And then Alphino and Alize. So I'm assuming Alphino's been here for like a year. And then Alize's been here for probably like under a year, give or take. Might you help me make it the exchange? But now it seems like time is kind of closer to a 1-to-1 between here and Eorzea. Excellent. I should be glad of your company. But first things first, then. We must pay a visit to Moshe Moa, my supplier and right. Common is just to the northwest of here. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, we're going to, right, so I guess the next town. Yeah, I just like, I feel like I'm in a dream. This music just makes me feel like I'm in some sort of, like, not another world, but another, like, kind of dream dimension. It's so good. And it feels like so unique from the other zones too. It's kind of one of the things I'm always so impressed with this game is every new zone just feels so incredibly unique. And even though it's just kind of like, you know, grass fields and, you know, rocky cliff sides, it's so good. Okay, this town looks a little more built up than the previous ones. There's a mender over there. What else we got? Little merchant over that way. Let's go talk to them first. Oh, it's all like the same stuff, yeah. Hoping to find, like, you know, pets or some little secret thing, but no, it's all just the same stuff. This is Moshe Moa, the farmer of whom I spoke. Is there something I can do for you, friend? A good day to you, Moshe Moa. This is my associate Plunko. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. Eh? I loaded your lackey up with the goods not long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. Mr. Lad, short blue hair? No, he said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know the details, I just assumed. We found it. Someone was eavesdropping on a conversation. If the charlatan was here not long ago, we cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of the town, and I shall take to the west. This little, like, tree dude, this little ent over here. Oh, it's Wood Eyes. Wait, is that like a unique... Oh, no, there's more of them over here. I feel like I haven't seen, like, any unique, like, creatures or monsters in the wild. Because I feel like I remember, you know, fighting in the past or just kind of seeing some, like, high-level unique enemies. Just, like, around and about. Search the surroundings for a male mistle with short blue hair. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, target a likely suspect, and inspect him with mouse click. Is it this guy over here? Yeah, he's right there. Literally the only person around here. You have located your quarry. So I'm assuming mistle is Makote. Like their word for Makote. Funko, any sign of him? You have a keen eye. Let us move in before he makes good his escape. There's a whole like little dock over here. I mean, I shouldn't call that little. That's kind of crazy looking. All right, mister, what you got? Why you got your stuff? What are you doing?
There you are. The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Tell me then, Kai Shear, must it be Eulmore or nothing? What of the Christerium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Eulmore. That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Eulmoran's interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
Man, it's so nice of you, Alphino.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kai Shear, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best. We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
No, yeah, like that's not who you are, Alphino. Like you're not known. We can find a new plan. Yeah, we can find another way. Like we're not. Yeah.
I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alphino, ever the slave to sentiment.
Yeah, but Alphino's not the one to kind of
Your kind
sacrifice
words
somebody to save
nonetheless.
another. Like he's not.
Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending.
Yeah.
Shall we return to Wright then? Is that?
Oh.
I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble.
Huh. Who is that?
Come on, they may need our help.
I wonder if it's somebody we know or just like a random character. Can I see them? No, I mean, I can't really see them from here. Oh, interesting. Rescue the weakened wretch. Okay. I don't think there's anybody we know. I mean, I guess, like... Who would it be that we know? 'Cause I don't think anybody from Eorzea is coming over here. Venmont Yards. Looks like a dry dock. Hey, Ninja, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing good today. Good to see you. Oh, there's an ether current right there. Nice. Yeah, definitely nobody that we know. Huh. I'm blown away so far. Just in a little bit of experience, I'm like just beyond impressed by like everything I've seen so far. It's been incredible. It's so cool to be in a whole different world. I wasn't expecting that. They did such a good job, like the world building and all of like the zones and environments that I've seen so far. It's been, yeah, I've just been like, it's been so incredible. That's some of the best music. Yeah, I totally agree. It's been very fun so far. I can listen to all the new songs. I like this zone music. I feel like it fits very well with this area. It's been great. We were kind of talking about that kind of like dreamlike, ethereal feel that this place has, and it's just, it's so well done. Thoroughly impressed. Here, he's breathing, I think, though he won't last long without help. Well, good thing I'm a healer. That should take care of the worst of his injuries. Mercy, mercy, I beg you. Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. Poor man is shivering. Pray keep an eye on him while I get a fire going. Oh yeah, Alphinaud's very good at getting firewood. I remember that from Heaven's Ward. I thought for certain I was dead. I might ever repay this kindness. We'll settle on the tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Tristal. I was invited into Eulmore to work as an artist. The wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them. When my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out onto the street. I was left penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord FFXIV city. Within days, they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him I wished to leave. Little did I know how soon he would grant my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the goddamned ocean. From up there? How were you not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, we wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous. And the citizens condone such barbaric punishment? Oh, without a second thought. When Lord FFXIV passed judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Eulmore, his word is law. It doesn't surprise me that most of the people who probably get into the city don't last very long. And kind of when they fall out of favor or when the elites like lose attention to them, then yeah, it seems like it doesn't surprise me that they kind of get tossed away. Ah, that fire has chased the chill from my bones. Thank you again. The more I hear about Eulmore, the more determined I am to see what waits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first, we should convey Tristal to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of this chilly coastal air. A way into the city? I figure we might like sneak in, but there's some way to like sneak inside of it. But it was also be kind of fun to like devise some, you know, crazy plan to get inside like through normal means. I wonder what Tristal will do now. I accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life. And, if you'll permit me, I would assist you in your attempt to enter Eulmore, insofar I am able, at any rate. To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors into that awful place makes me sick to my stomach, but since it's plain you've set your minds on it, you should take this. It's my favorite paintbrush. The Eulmorian elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And, if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. Oh, wait, Alphinaud's good at drawing and painting. If you make a show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people that you have the talent for painting. Are you certain? This is your livelihood. We cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. I give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. As to what I'll do instead, honestly I can't decide. But I shan't stay long in this place, not with that city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move on to new lands, and a new profession, and I'll keep you in my prayers from now until my dying day. Well, that totally fits, because Alphinaud's good at drawing. Should you make it into the city, have care what you say and do. I wouldn't want you to save my life only to lose your own. They say kindness is its own reward, but Tristal has repaid us with a gift as timely as was unexpected. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I do have some modest skills with a brush, nothing approaching that of a true artist, of course, but enough to play the role I would hope. As for you, well, if you don't mind taking a subordinate role, maybe you could pose as my assistant. Then it's settled. All we need do now is return to Gate Town and await the next appearance of those vile jesters. Oh, there's some side quests over here that popped up. We'll take a look at those first. I always like doing the side quests before the main story quest, so we'll take a look. Quest sync. Wait, what is that? I don't think I've seen it before. Quest sync. Huh. I think it's just for Ether Current, though. Oh, who are you? Forgive me, it's not often we see travelers in Right. What with how dangerous it is hereabouts. I even worry for my husband taking the road down the shipyard, and he's as strong as a Talos. He has been gone a good while, though. If you're headed that way, could you please let him know his wife is expecting him at home? Oh, okay, so it's like a level sync. Ah, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Then yeah, I've probably seen that before then. Okay, so when you go find her husband. I think he's like in the docks, actually. Well-built woodworker. I always love like the description names they get people when you don't know their actual name. Something I can do for you, stranger. Well, beat me with a hammer. Has it been that long? I was aiming to salvage the planks from this old hole, but she's given me more trouble than I bargained for. A bit of a waste to leave all this lumber lying around. Not much call for seaworthy ships since the light ate up half the world, you understand? Oh god. So I reckon it'd be better for a woodworker like me to put it to good use. These boards, though, they're so tightly joined, I can't pull the bleeding things loose. Here, do me a favor, and sprinkle some of this powder on the joints along the keel. It'll keep working on this end. With any luck, I can make it home before the wife stomps down here to fetch me herself. I mean, I guess that makes sense. If like half the world's covered in like holy light, then you can't really do much much sailing. No need for crazy ships. There we are. Some food too. That should do the trick. Powdered fire crystal is the best thing for melting wood glue. Just pour on a little water and the steam will take care of the rest. This ought to be a one-man job now, thanks to you. Oh, and if you could let Beanoys know I'll be done within the hour, then you'll have helped me out of 2 rough spots today. Okay, that was simple enough. Hello. He's alright then. Well, that's a relief. Bride's had its share of troubles, and a wife does worry. Wait, you had helped him strip planks. That cheek of a man. Still, we're lucky his father taught him the trade at all, even if he uses those skills to take ships apart instead of building them. A woodworker puts food on the table, so I'm grateful to his family for keeping up their traditions, and I'm grateful to you for bringing me peace of mind. Please, take this for your kindness. Sweet. What is next? Village of Woe. Excuse me, but you're the gentleman Alphino is traveling with, aren't you? I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch your name. Ah, Plunko. How lovely to meet you. My name is Eulmore, and I'm the acting village mayor. I was hoping some of your talents would pass through right before long. The thing is, I need to visit somewhere up at Stonegazer. I'm afraid to walk the path alone. Do you think you'd provide an escort? Oh my god, escort quests. Oh no. My thanks. I just couldn't bring myself to ask one of the villagers. You see, there was an incident a while back here where a veteran band of hunters was badly mauled. Simply mentioning that it's unsafe to wander outside the village these days will be enough to bring back memories of that grisly scene, which is why it's been so difficult to even bring up the subject. But such does not change the fact that the roads are indeed dangerous. Pray me on the path to the north and prepare to fend off the wildlife. I feel like we've never really had like a, you know, standard, like typical escort MMO quest since like A Realm Reborn. Because they kind of did away with all those quests. And now it's just kind of like broken up into different stages. We can kind of move on your own. I don't like have to actually like babysit somebody. Which is nice. I don't mind it. Dang, this bird's kind of got hands. He's like doing a lot of damage to me. I mean, I guess it is a level 80 bird. What did I tell you? I was barely 10 steps out of the village. Let us hurry along before more predators have a chance to gather. It's like a giant elevator, maybe, to get up the cliffside? The ladder? Or it's like a giant staircase, maybe? Top rung. I wonder who lives in, like, these villages over here. These different settlements. Oh, whoops, I just walked right past it. Thank you for the escort, Plumko. This is the gentleman I wish to speak with, so we needn't go any further. Luke. Are you wandering around by yourself out here? You know what kind of creatures lurk beyond the borders of the village. Ah, well, if it isn't Cliftoll's little girl, something I can do for you, lass. Yes, sir. I came for an answer to my proposal from the other day. Have you given any thought of taking over as village mayor? I'm doing the best I can in the interim, but I have neither the age nor the wisdom to continue in this role. And the rest of the villagers agree with me. I'm fairly sure I told you nay once already. But seeing as you found a guard just so you could come and talk to me, then mayhap I will consider the idea, in exchange for a few small tasks. You will? Please just tell me what I need to do. My friend, Cliftoll, your dear father, was looking for a sickle to cut some rope. Would you mind skipping back to the village and borrowing one from me? Why would you... I mean, a sickle, was it? For cutting rope? That shouldn't be too difficult. I only meant to ask you along for the one trip, but if I'm to complete these tasks, would you be willing to indulge me a little while longer? Why was that kind of like her surprised reaction? I'm a little confused by that. It's kind of weird. A good day to you, young Ulyss. You look a little flustered, dear. Was there something I could do for you? And a good day to you, madame. I was actually hoping to borrow a sickle. Is that all? Here, you could take this one. I have several spares. There is no rush in returning it. You're due a spot of harvesting, are you? My thanks, but it's not for me exactly. I was asked to bring one for my father. Your father? Shadow saved me. Yeah, they're kind of like reacting weird about her father. Forgive me. If you're to accompany me on these tasks, then you deserve to know the whole story. Yeah, please. It was my father, Cliff Toll, who was the former mayor of Wright. And the incident I spoke of earlier was something that happened a year ago. One day, a stray sin eater came prowling around and slaughtered nearly half the village. It was a waking nightmare. Some of the villagers blamed my father. They said it was because he refused to accept the protection of Eulmore. The sheer scale of the tragedy and the accusations that followed wore away at his conscience until finally he could bear no guilt, or he could bear the guilt no longer. He hanged himself. Ooh. Luke, the old man we spoke to, was his closest friend, but considering how he worded his request, it seems he's reluctant to accept the fact of my father's death. Still, I would see this task to its end. Let us bring him his sickle, shall we? Yeah, it's kind of interesting now. It definitely changes things. If her father's dead, but then he's talking about her father as if he's alive. It's very interesting. Luke, sir, we brought the sickle you asked for. Oh, good. Old Cliff Toll will be glad to see this. Oh, sir. Thank you for staying with me, Plunko. This might be harder than I expected. Looks like I can continue the quest, so... Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to take a quick break and grab some more water, go stretch. Give me a couple minutes, I'll be right back. And we'll continue on with this this quest. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue on with this. I'm grateful to have you with me, Plunko. Thank you again. Luik, sir, I believe you had more tasks for me. Still here, are you? Yes, tasks. There's a Talos of mine that's taking far too long to make its return. I'll be busy tussling with some dim-witted predator. Go and see how it fares, and chase off anything slowing it down. But all the... Ah, you mean that Talos? Follow my lead, Plunko. We'll find the Talos in question in the southwest of here. And no doubt there'll be a dim-witted predator, plenty for you to deal with. I'm pretty good at dealing with dim-witted predators. Pretty good. I'm pretty good at that. Let's go check it out. I want to go towards these like windmills too. They're really interesting. Over here. What is that thing? What is this? Derelict Talos. Oh my god, it looks like something from Expedition 33. Some sort of like giant, like stone golem thing. Huh. Crazy. Here is Talos Luik I was talking about. I think something's made a nest in there. Well, I know. I trust me, I'm well aware. I'm just saying it looks like something from that game. Like it resembles that. I'm making a resembling statement. Oh, these little rat squirrels. Oh no, these are squat squirrels. I said rat. Alright, let's get rid of them. Doesn't really resemble stuff. Yeah, what is this thing? Phew, I'm glad you were here. They must have burrowed in beneath the plates. I know Luik implies that Talos was still moving, but as you can see... Once upon a time, there'd be a line of these contraptions hauling materials down to the shipyard, step by ponderous step, which incidentally is how the slow road supposedly earned its name. But after Daedalus Stoneworks closed down some 15 summers ago, there was no one left to make or maintain their creations. One by one, the Talos slowly fell into despair. This particular worker was damaged during the Stray Eater rampage, and it hasn't shifted in Ilm ever since. It was always Luik's favorite. Come, let us make our report. Aw, poor little guy. I wonder if we'll see like any of these moving around at some point. Or like repair them, or I don't know. Luik, sir. Plunko has created pests who are bothering your Talos. It should be left alone for the time being. Ah, excellent news, but I expect he'll need a good polishing when he returns. Most troublesome ones are often the most endearing, eh? Oh, sir. Yeah, I don't think that he should become the mayor. I think he's maybe living in the past. I don't think his brain's all there. So I don't know why Ulyss thinks it's a good idea to, like, request him to become the mayor. You've done me a fine service. Thank you. Indeed, thank you, Plunko. I never could have fought such creatures myself. If I might impose upon you for the next task as well. Sure. Happy to help. And thank you for staying again. Or, thank you again for staying. I honestly could not do this without you. Luke, sir, were there any more tasks you had for us? Just one last thing. I want you to gather some pretty flowers from the split hole as a gift for my darling wife. She went out on her usual walk, but has not yet deigned to come home. Okay, that probably means that she's unfortunately dead. Oh god, this is sad. I fear I may have said something to sour her mood. I understand. She'll gather a lovely bouquet for her then. Well, Plunko, will you accompany me to the Cape for some flower picking? Yes. Oh, poor guy. I feel bad. This is kind of a sad storyline so far. Oof. What are these little things? Oh, it's like some sort of floating plant. Well, hell, like a really big nose. Where are their eyes, though? Is it just like nose and mouth? Where are their eyes at? Well, this looks really interesting. These guys are cool. I like their horns. Look great. This is almost pleasant, isn't it? Aside from the aggressive wildlife, of course. I should tell you about Luke's wife. She was killed in the Eater incident, although I imagine you already suspected as much. They made such a sweet couple. Every day they would walk up this cape hand in hand, and she would gaze out over the flowers with his warm, content smile. Luke himself had some training as a warrior. He would guard her as if she were a princess, and he were her gallant knight. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's just... I mean, this is like a more like... Okay, this is what I really want to say. This is what's on my mind. This is kind of more like a... you know, let's like kind of... I don't know, let's like be nice and friendly. I just want to say this, just to kind of see what happens. There are none who care for rights in this people more than he. The villagers and I are certain that Luke will rise to the occasion. He just needs a little more time. It has been out a year, but we are still suffering. Some seek to bury the misery beneath cheery faces, and others are yet trapped in the memories of the past. Luke, I fear, is one of the latter. But if this bouquet of flowers is what it takes to help him work through his sadness, then I would pick every bloom from this cape. Will you give me a hand to find some of the prettier flowers? Pray you think of it as a tribute to the deceased. Of course I'll help you. It's so crazy seeing this in the distance, this city. And then kind of like everything around it. It seems like it was placed here from another, you know, like another world almost. It doesn't fit in with the rest of this area. Man, what a game. Like, I'm just like trying to take it all in right now, and it's just, it's so incredible. The music, the sky, the city. This is like I think one of the coolest views I've seen in this game so far. Just like a mixture of the music and just everything. It's just, oh, it's incredible. Just like such a simplistic beach like this, and it just, I don't know, it just gives me such weird feelings, and I love it. It's so good. Just me and my little piggy. Beautiful bloom. Okay. Let's head back. Oh, I'm gonna go up this way. Well, let's see what we have. Yes, these are beautiful. Thank you. Luke will be pleased. Let's take them back to Stonegazer before he gets crushed in some scuffle. Or before they get crushed in some scuffle. Let's do it. I could but start that day over. Well, we made it, and the flowers are none the worse for wear. Luke, Plunk and I have returned with the bouquet for your wife. Ah, splendid. Thank you. Now perhaps she will come back to... Sir? Please forgive me. I have asked such a cool thing of you, and I must apologize to you as well, Plunko. Yeah, no need to apologize. My beloved wife, my dear neighbors, there's so many gone. After it happened, despair became my only company. I cannot even save my closest friend when his torment was plain for all to see. I could never forgive myself. So I embraced this delusion, thinking that maybe if I tried hard enough, if I truly believed they were still alive, that the events of the day would fade away like the nightmare it was. I succeeded only in hurting those around me. I understand why you did what you did, sir. Truly, I do. You always were such a sweet child. I'll place the flowers you brought on her grave. You would have loved them. As for me assuming the role of mayor, I am sorry, but I cannot give you a decision just yet. Take as long as you need. In fact, I might need a little time to recover myself. Plunko, could you give me a moment or two? What a sad little questline. Man. Will I get like food? Purple carrot juice. Yeah, it's a little not so happy here. I'm starting to get that impression. It's not great living in a post-apocalyptic world. Thank you for your patience, Punko. Cy Luke still appears to be wrestling with his thoughts. Perhaps we can help him come to a decision. Sir, I don't mean to press you, but might you have arrived at an answer to my proposal? Not exactly, no. There is another matter I've yet to reconcile. Would you mind sharing this matter with us? Well, it goes back to the day that the Eater attacked the village. I was taking my turn as lookout here at Stonegazer. It's a duty we take very seriously. They say when the tower was originally built, in the time before the flood, they were worried about dwarves and mountain bandits. But these days... Yes, there is far worse prowling about, and I failed to spot it. The Sin Eater which came that day did not appear as the other monstrosities I have seen. From a distance, it seemed to look like a person. I wanted to be sure before I rang the warning bell, but I waited too long. Many who could have fled died because of my hesitation. How could a man of such faulty judgment ever serve you as mayor? What comfort can I offer those whose loved ones were needlessly slain? None. Not whilst the abomination itself yet roams free to kill again. You would take vengeance on our behalf? That is good, for we were powerless before its might. Should the Eater show its cursed face again, then I pray you are strong as you appear. I know nothing of the roads you have walked or the battles you have fought, so I can but echo what Cy Luke has said. Our prayers will be for your victory. Well, sir, you've heard Plunko's words. Talk of vengeance aside, I do not believe the villagers, who living or dead, hold you responsible for the actions of that monster. And yet I cannot fault you for wanting to remain distant. Pray forgive me for pestering you so. Nay, 'tis I who should beg for forgiveness. Though you've lost as much as anyone, I left you to shoulder the burden of leadership alone. All will be well with you back among us again. Come, let us return to the village. As I've said, it's unsafe to linger out here for long. Plunko, one last escort back to right, if you would. Oh, I like the saddle this has on. That's neat. The little backpack and lamps are so cool. My thanks for protection, Plunko, not to mention your unfailing patience. It is my hope that now Cy Luke has unburdened his mind to us. His heart will be the tiniest bit lighter. I, for one, feel ready to face another day. After all, I have my friends and neighbors here to help me face it. There was one last thing I wanted to show you both in Cy Luke. Or show both you and Cy Luke. It has to do with Wright's traditional industry, if you're interested in taking a look. Oh good, I was worried you'd have enough of me. My last errand for you, then, will be to have a word with Cy Luke and bring him to the barley fields in the front of the village. I'll be attending to the crops until you arrive. Plunko, I'm grateful for your understanding. And the flowers you brought, my wife would have very much approved of the selection. Now, was there something you wish to discuss with me? And Euless wants me there as well, does she? We had best head over to the fields then. I wonder what it could be. Huh. How long has it been since I've set foot in these fields? This is what I wanted to show you. This barley crop right here. This was your father's plot, wasn't it? And you've been tending to it in his absence. Every single day, I wanted to see his plans come true. His plans? Yes, he dreamed of restoring things to how the history books said they once were, before the flood ruined everything. Our village has long been known as a place of artisans. Even the name Wright is a nod to all the craftsmen who once made their homes here. In years gone by, it said a line of talus would stretch down the road, arms bearing lumber, and the shipyard would echo with the calls of shipwrights hard at work. And when the day was done, they would gather here to share an ale in the village. My father, he had hoped to brew that traditional rye ale with the barley from his crop, to one day tap a barrel with his family and dear friends, and raise a toast to the future. This is gonna be a rough expansion, I already feel it. Man, I'm like already getting emotional. Ooh, oh boy. Luke, Plunko, will you raise a mug with me when the day comes? Of course I will. Ah, but my dear girl, the land here does not nourish the crops as it once did. I fear it'll be some time ere you have barley fit for the ale you have in mind. In the meantime, will you help me with the rest of Cliftoll's plans? The rest? He wanted things the way they once were, did he not? We must first recover from the tragedy which was visited upon us. There is no simple solution, but I mean to do what I can to lead our community out of this mire of pain and grief. Assuming you are still wanting to have me as mayor. Yes, of course, sir. Thank you. I was set to live out the rest of my life in denial, but you and Ulysses have opened the eyes of this old fool to what needs to be done, and for that, you have my thanks. Now, I'd best get to work. I have folk to talk to and plans to make. When you're finished here, Ulysses, I'd appreciate your assistance. Well, Plunko, I think this is where we finally part ways. Thank you again for all you've done for us. People of right will go on, even under the weight of our sorrow. It might not happen this day or the next, but together we'll find ways to make things better, recapture the prosperity this village once had. I look forward to when you next visit. With any luck, I'll be waiting to put a frothing mug of right brewed ale in your hand. Oh, what a like charming little storyline. Oh, let's get some caramels. Sweet. Okay, looks like that finishes up the quests that I wanted to do for here. So, looks like going back to Alpha now. Go check on him. Now we wait. This should be as good a place as any. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention once more. What a day it's been for the folks at our door. We've welcomed a peddler who made pearls from a plum, and now we've a place for a painter of aplomb. So come along and don't be slow, it's time to let your colors show. I can paint, portraits at least. Landscapes and still lifes are so rarely commissioned these days. Oh, I thought I spied some new faces in the crowd. What fortune that you should feel at ease around the easel. What proof have you of your prowess? Any masterpieces on your person? Can I show them the Yagiri and Gosetsu portrait? Sadly not. Everything I paint is soon sold, such is the life of a working artist. I have only my brush to testify for me, though you will note that it has seen no small amount of service. Oh, flecks of paint, both old and new. You should probably clean that, actually. That could kind of ruin the brush. A tool much loved and much used. Not a prop to be conjured by the hop. Very well, come with us, and we'll put those towns to the test. And who is this hanger-on? Well-wisher or parasite? Why, this is my assistant, he whose unfailing support allows my art to flourish. I will go with him, or not at all. Parasites, then, we shall leave his fate in the hands of your new employer. It matters not a whit to us. And have filled our latest vacant space, we retire to Eulmore's sweet embrace. They want food. Oh, mercy me them all. We almost took our leave without leaving a loving token. We must empty the sacks ere we make our way back. What a not great place. Ooh, this is certainly very pretty.
Is beyond us. The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place. Once they held fast against the madness, only to embrace
They got pole
the
dancers here?
delight in the end of days.
There's like more kind of shanty buildings over here too.
Perhaps in rapture they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or
How the jester's like
their love,
walking so
the promise
methodically.
of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
What is a jonglier? What is that? Oh, wait, I've never heard that word before. What is it like a juggler? Jonglier? A wandering medieval entertainer in France and Norman England. These traveling performers traveled between castles, taverns, and town squares, earning their keep by juggling, playing music, reciting poetry, and performing acrobatics. The term derives from the Latin word iculator, meaning joker or jester. Interesting. I've never heard of jonglier. Huh. Yeah, another word for medieval minstrel. Interesting. I forgot how much this game likes to use like old English words. Oh really? That's such funny timing then, Badger. I've been enjoying it so much so far. I hope you really liked it as well, if you just finished it up. That's awesome. It's been crazy so far. Really, really, really good. Oh, I guess this is kind of like part of the city, actually. Wait, you're in Dawn Trail already? Isn't that... Wait, you already finished Endwalker? Finished MSQ? 11 more classes to 100? That seems like quite the undertaking. That seems like a lot of work to do. Okay, so I guess this is probably where like everybody who got selected lives. Like they don't live in the, you know, castle itself. They live kind of in the outskirts. Yeah, Pictomancer seems really interesting to me. I'm curious to know how you like it because out of all the DPS classes, Pictomancer seems the one that kind of interests me the most. It seems very unique and like a cool design. Oh, you haven't played since then, Ninja? That's surprising. It is pretty. Yeah, it seems like a lot of fun. I don't know how to get up to... there's like a... Oh, get out of here. There's like a lookout point right there. I don't know how to get up to it, though. Probably some sort of like hidden jumping puzzle somewhere. I think I need to jump to... No, I could probably jump to here though, maybe? Hold on, let me try this. There's like a lot of people here you can talk to. I wonder if these buildings are like built out of the ships that they've been decommissioning and like taking apart. Does that make sense? And using like old, yeah, like look at these like old ship parts. Or just like, you know, breaking them down and using them as their houses. Can I make like this jump? No, I don't know. I'll come back here later. I don't waste too much time. Oh, okay, this is some fighting going on down here. Oh. I'm just gonna kind of wander around a little bit and then we'll head back to Alphino and go on into the city. Just want to look around a little bit. Oh, there's little chickens. Oh, there was like a vendor down this way. Little shop. Oh, it's just like a bait vendor. I gotta like pick up fishing. Maybe at the end of Shadowbringers, I'll grab the fishing job because it seems like it's like a nice chill thing to do. Oh, it was just like the bots. Yeah, it wasn't anything bad. It was just like the bots who try to... Yeah, it's just like spam bots. Wasn't anything crazy. You didn't miss anything exciting. Yeah, I usually get them like frequently throughout the stream. A couple times here and there. It's better than the art sellers. Like when I first started streaming, I swear like every stream I'd have somebody come in, like pretends to be nice and friendly and then try to sell me like art they made for the Twitch channel. It's like every single day, like I get multiple of them in the chat. I got like so good that like from their first or second message, I could tell that they were gonna try and sell me something. Just because they all kind of like follow the same script, yeah. It was kind of more when I played like smaller niche games that I'd see them a lot. I feel like when you play like bigger games like this, they don't come around. But yeah, it was a fun time. Yeah, no, it's 100% a scam. Yeah, they DM you. Oh, like Twitch DMs. Yeah, I'm assuming it's all like Yeah, just like scams. And I mean, I bet that like maybe, you know, 1 out of 10 is like a genuine person like trying to actually like, you know, make money with their art. But yeah, most of them just seemed like they're just following like a script and just, yeah, it's the worst. You get them all on TikTok too? Interesting. It's like, cause they always like follow me and then just like I tell them no and they'd immediately unfollow me, and they're like, you know, as like a new streamer, like that kind of messes with your follower count, and it's kind of annoying. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna like, you know, people hustle in different ways. But yeah, no, I mean, I definitely agree that most of them were, you know, not legit. Oh, you work here in Info Sexy, you know? Gotcha. Yeah, then I'm assuming you're very familiar with different schemes and scams. Wait, VTuber artists message you a lot wanting to make a rig? Oof, that's a crazy thing. I've heard bits and pieces of no, yeah, like I like, trust me, like I never suggest any of that stuff, Lugla. Like it always felt disingenuous. Like I never like indulged in it or said anything to like egg them on, but I get what you're saying. But yeah, Ninja, from what I've heard, like all the VTuber like art stuff and rigging, that just seems like such crazy expensive. And I've just constantly hear like drama regarding like VTuber artists, and yeah, it seems like a whole crazy thing that I am glad I'm not a part of. Yeah, no, that's something that I felt like. I made all my own art. Like I am a terrible artist, but I like, you know, drew what I could. I ain't got the money to waste on like, you know, some artists that I don't trust and I just met. Like if I was going to commission art from or like for the Twitch channel, it would either be like somebody I know and like I have a existing relationship with and trust, or, you know, like a very reputable artist. But, you know, then that kind of becomes very expensive, and yeah, you know, like we say, I don't have the money for that, so yeah. Okay, let's carry on. Eulmore, finally. Looks even grander from this angle, eh? Eh? Welcome, welcome, the city of final pleasures. Feel free to weep at its magnificence. No, not even a single tear. Moving right along, then. Our first task is to register you as residents. You know, make it all nice and official. We'll smooth the way, so if you just need to put on your happy face and head through the joyous halls. The Bureau of Immigration is, oh my god, Bureau of Immigration, good lord, this city, is in the first room on the left outside the passage. Declare your name and occupation in a nice loud voice. The clerks will tell you where to go from there. Oh, and pay no mind to those folks off to the side of the road. Much like the handfuls in Gatetown, they haven't earned the right to enter the city proper. Oh, so like they're not actually in the city. They're still kind of in the shanty towns like around the city itself. Because I assume that these maybe were like, could go into the city but had to live out here. Yeah, the city is very wild. Very wild. If, however, you enjoy basking in the envy of your fellow man, then by all means take your time. But why waste another moment? Go, enjoy the beginning of your new life in paradise. Sorry, 1 second. The Bureau of Immigration, was it? I suppose we better show ourselves willing for the time being. Like how this is like big gate and there's like a tiny little side door right there. That's fun. Some like interesting armor they have. Very like opulent. Joyous Hall. Man, it's so crazy going from Joyous Hall to like literal Depression City. Oh my god, this place is so terrible. Oh, this is hard. It's hard to go back and forth. Okay, so we need to go to the Bureau of Immigration. Custom office is A1, A2. Customs hold. The delousery, beer registration. Good lord. Place. Registration officer. Where's the delousery? We're going there first. We take a nice like little shower. Is there a shower emote? Can I like wash myself / shower? No. We can dance in the shower. Do some poses. There we go. Oh, that's like an actual thing? A wicket gate? A wicket? Wicket gate. I guess that makes sense. Like, you don't want to completely have to, like, continuously, like, open the main gate, like, over and over again. You can have, like, some sort of smaller door within the main door. I feel like now that I kind of look at some pictures, I feel like I've seen a lot of this on, you know, like, kind of big castle gates. How it's, like, this massive, like, wooden door and then, like, a tiny wooden door off to this, like, as a part of it. Interesting. How did you know that? Is that just like some random fact you had stored up in your brain somehow? How did you know that? Oh, sorry, sir. Just like staring at this dude. My apologies, sir. I didn't mean to intrude. It's like watching him shower. Some people are nerds. I wouldn't call him a nerd. Maybe he has like a reason for it, or like a funny story. I feel like some people kind of know like weird obscure facts. There might be like a funny story behind it. Okay, yeah, so you mean, okay, that tracks. You enjoy medieval castle architecture. Very interesting. I always love like watching those YouTube videos, people like touring old castles. I never kind of like realized how colorful like medieval times were, because I feel like whenever it's depicted in media or like movies and TV shows, it always seems so like drab and like monotone in the coloring. But when they show like these old kind of authentic castles, like the walls are painted and the furniture is painted, everything's like so colorful with giant tapestries and like colorful artwork. It seems so like vibrant inside the castles. I mean, obviously that's kind of like royalty and, you know, lords living like that. It might not be the same for, you know, everybody else, but it always kind of surprised me when I learned like how colorful it could be. And how like much painting, you know, there was. Yeah, well, so everything was painted. Yeah. It was really cool to see. Welcome to Eulmore, fortunate friends. May I have your names? I'm Alphino, an artist, and this is Plunko, my assistant. Ah, yes, I was informed of your imminent arrival. We can forego the usual interview and begin processing your registration papers forthwith. Now, the citizens of Eulmore are divided into two classes. There are the free, who are blessed with the favor of Lord Vathri, and the bonded, who work in the employ of the free. You will be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve as patron in the capacity of which you are chosen. In your case, painting pretty pictures. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as a general laborer. I see, and might you tell us something of the patron we are to serve? The two patrons, actually, Chai Nuz and Dulia Chai, a mysterious couple whom are most referred to as the Chais. They are both gentle souls, but I would ask that you conduct yourselves with respect and humility, for your own sake as much as theirs. Now, a moment please, while I complete your relevant paperwork. All in order, these are your registration documents. Take those papers next door and submit them to the clerk. Once they've been stamped, you officially be Eulmorian citizens. Eulmorian citizens. Enjoy your new life in paradise. Is this paradise? I feel like there's some very dark secrets like underneath this place. Like maybe how the mule is made, or yeah, I feel like there's some very devious stuff happening like underneath this castle that we're gonna kind of uncover, and it's gonna be terrifying. I feel like usually anything like this pretty and opulent has some like darker side to it. Welcome to the Bureau of Registration. Papers, please. Here you are. What have we here? Alphino, artist. Plunko, artist assistant. To be employed in the service of Lord Chasna, or Chai-Nuz, and Lady Julia Chai. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Your registration is hereby approved. I think it best that we deliver you to the Chai residence before. Oh dear. Are we stinky? You smell hideous. Did you crawl here through a ditch? It's like an unholy miasma of dust and sweat and the musk of some unwashed beast. Wait, Chase, I think I have a stinky command. Okay, 34% is not too bad for stinkiness. I'm pretty clean. What are you talking about? Proceed directly to the delassery next door and scrub yourself clean. Use whichever showers are free. After you've rinsed away the stench, you'll want to splash yourselves with this perfume, liberally. Once you've made yourselves presentable, then you will proceed to the Chai residence. Korneni? The guard by the stairs will give you directions. Alphina, what have we got ourselves into? I didn't realize we were so aromatic. What did we get ourselves into, Alphino? We're to bathe in here, then. Oh, don't be shy, Alphino. We'll take this one. You rinse yourself clean in the stream of water. I know there are some names that I just like. I'll give it like one good attempt, and then it's just, yeah, I can't do much more. The Rogadins in Limsa are just not easy to pronounce. There's some like crazy names where it's just a random stream of letters that I just cannot pronounce at all. But I think they're all like based on like real world like languages and whatnot, so I think that's pretty neat. Oh, we need to apply the perfume, that's right. There we go. Nice and clean. You apply perfume as directed, and the delicate scent of roses fills the air. That's what I'm gonna... Yeah, it's like some eldritch speak. Like, I'm gonna read the names off, and it's gonna, like, summon Cthulhu. Or, like, some eldritch curse. Oh, you showered and dressed already, have you? Is it not... That is to say, it seems rather exposed for one's ablutions, does it not? Or ablutions? Come on, Alphino. Alize would have been drying her hair by now. Astinian, ooh, hurry up and shower, stinky. Yeah, let's do this one. This is very cheeky. Couch starts floating. Oh god. I like this one. Hurry up and shower, stinky. Stinky Alphino. Fine, just a quick rinse then. Don't be scared, Alphino. I guess I do kind of forget that Alphino's like a kid. Isn't he like a teenager? Like, he's still pretty young, right? Also, I don't think that helps that we like showered and then put back on our stinky, like dirty clothes. I don't know how much this perfume is gonna help with the clothes stench. Yeah, I always forget that he's like a teenager. That's crazy. Well, that was bracing. I believe the lingering smell of the road had been successfully expunged. Here we go and present ourselves to our new patrons then. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I mean, he's certainly doing a lot for a, you know, 15, 16-year-old. We'll need directions to Chai residence. You're looking to present yourself to the Chais, are you? Let me explain how the city's laid out then. Imagine 3 layers, one on top of the other. This layer is called the buttress. Above us is the understory, and where the military has its headquarters. And above that, you've got the canopy, which is where the free citizens of Eulmore spend their days. If you want to find your new patrons, you'll need to keep climbing until you run out of stairs. Then look for the Grand Dame's parlor. They'll be in there like as not. Okay, 3 levels. That seems like relatively easy. A lot easier than the Crystarium. Or Crystalium? Crystarium? What was it called again? Oh, the Crystarium. That's right. Crystarium. Certainly a lot of stairs. So this is the barracks, I think they mentioned. Welcome to the Eulmore Army Headquarters. That said, there's likely not much here to interest you. I'm gonna look anyways. Got some jail cells. Or what is this? Like some sort of storage room, actually? Ooh, there's a lookout point right there. In a very interesting place. Let's see. I think I need to like drop down maybe from up here. I don't know, how did you get to that? Oh, there's another nuts board. What is Clan Nutsy? I'm assuming I'll figure it out at some point. Yeah, how would I get to that? Do I need to like jump from here maybe? Oh no, I definitely can't make that jump. Ooh, no, there's no way. Okay, maybe there's like jump on these things? We'll give it like one little try and then we'll head out. No, because I can't jump to there from here, right? This isn't like a very peculiar place, right? Like it seems like it wants you to jump on it. No. Alright, we'll come back here later. Okay. I'm assuming this is probably the throne room over here. Oh, this is a lift. Ooh, script exchange. Oop, nothing. Never mind. Collectible appraiser. Resplendent tool exchange. Oh, I can't talk to anybody. Nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody wants to say anything to me. Mender merchant over here. Flyer printing materials. What's the crafting materials? Delivery Moogle, summoning bell, another lift. Grab this crystal real quick. Oh, special permission. Oh, interesting. I guess that tracks. Materia melder, materia vendor. There's a gear vendor somewhere. Oh, luxury trader. I don't really need any gear right now, though. 25 million. What? I'm sorry, what now? 25 million for this mount? Oh, it's the high-end duty from gear from that expansion. I'm assuming it's probably these people then, right? Like these traders that I couldn't talk to them. Man, a mount for 25 million. That's insane. I wonder what it looks like. I don't want to spoil it for my... Well, I really want to look at it. No, I shouldn't spoil it for myself. I shouldn't look at it. Okay, anything else? I'm gonna talk to everybody over here. That was the merchant. Didn't have anything. Okay, let's go talk over here. Oh, good lord.
Oh, who's this then?
I don't think we've ever seen like a heavy character in this game.
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion.
Little fat cat.
I am given to understand you were in
Yeah,
search
yikes.
of an artist.
Oh my god, Alphino's like play. Okay, we gotta listen to Alphino.
Ah, you must be the new,
Oh, goodness me. What an adorable boy. That silken hair, those pearly cheeks. Oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers. I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he will paint us the most delightful pictures.
yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to Eulmore.
Alphino, if it please you, my lady. And this is my assistant.
Oh my god, he's totally playing it up. I love it. He's totally acting the part.
Your assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together.
He's doing a good job
not
playing
at
his
all.
part.
Of all people, 'tis he who best understands my work. With his unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations.
I mean, yeah, I guess he is like a young noble. I guess he has kind of grown up in, you know, this society a little bit.
And so I wondered, rather than him being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city he has so longed to see?
I mean, he does enjoy like, you know,
Out of
politics
gratitude for his
and
priceless
talking.
Contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on his behalf.
Did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have his wish. He shall be free to roam to his heart's content.
He was, I feel like he kind of, I feel like he was very posh when like in early Realm Reborn, he was very
yes.
posh, but I feel like
Of course there is.
I feel like kind of the trauma of like the end of Realm Reborn kind of like matured him a little bit and made him a little more grounded, and like kind of through Heaven's Ward, he you know, wasn't as afraid to get like his hands dirty and kind of, you know, rush headlong into things. But yeah, I remember him being very posh. Yeah, he's grown a lot. Yeah, no, I definitely remember him being very posh when like I kind of first met him, for sure. I kind of forgot about that, honestly, like how much he's changed and grown. Okay, so it sounds like we kind of can explore, but we've already really did that. I want to go check out the beehive, because that seems really interesting. Also, I wonder if these, like, kind of buildings in the distance are inhabited, or kind of like ruins? I'm not really sure. Ooh, what is this? What do we have here? That looks like some sort of notice or something. It's like a set list for a club. What is this? Interesting. Wait, is the beehive like the club here? Well, how do I get to it? Oh, there's the doors. Oh yeah, it is. It's like a nightclub. Oh my god, this is amazing. Of course they have a nightclub here. Oh. Oh no, that's bad timing. Look at this. What are these dances? Okay, like he's actually kind of dancing on the bowl a little bit. There's like some stuff going on. Wait, can I get on the stage? Don't worry guys, I can impress the crowd. Hold on. There we go. Oh man, that's how I should have gone into this city. I should have said I'm some like performer. Some dancer. Look, my little piggies dancing too. Like a good duo. There's a lookout point right there. I am very curious to see what that says. I'm surprised they're like actually like animated to like dance to the poles. That's so crazy. I was not expecting this in my Final Fantasy game. It's wild. I think it has like the gold saucer music too. The beehive is a place of noise and excitement. A little sting to invigorate the safe, pampered lives of Eulmore's free citizens. Regardless of gender, this establishment's bonded workers are often called honeybees, while the owner reigns above them as queen. We're just, you haven't really missed much. We're just, you know, taking in the sights of this very interesting place. Just kind of enjoying the scenery. Okay, let's get on out of here. What an interesting place. I'm assuming I probably can't go up the lifts. Oh god. Oh yeah, this is taking compared to some of the things I go down in the player housing. Ugh, I don't even want to think about that. Yeah. Yikes. I bet there's some raunchy stuff happening on those like role player servers. Oh, it's this type of a hand job. Oops. Oh no, I missed the first thing. Now that you have the opportunity to experience Eulmore, I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city top to bottom. Oh yeah, kind of like those mass messages that get put out like in the chat for like, you know, clubs and music and stuff like that. Do I want to go? I'm like very curious what they'd be like. I don't know if I want to go to one though. I think it'd be very I don't know. That could be a very interesting experience. But I'm also very curious to kind of see what it's like. The music clubs are cool. Yeah, I feel like those would be interesting. Like some sort of kind of more like friendly community gathering. Sounds like a nice time. In other words, I would start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls, mayhap. Such places are usually filled with colorful characters, only too eager to share local gossip with a friendly visitor. I'd appreciate it, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible about our new place of residence. Oh, hello there. Fresh register, are we? You seem a little lost. Well, 'tis lovely to make your acquaintance. Speaking of acquaintances, you wouldn't happen to have run into any attendant on your wanderings, would you? A big, strong lad, long hair, tied back? He was escorting me on a shopping errand when I realized I'd dropped my handkerchief, and I've been waiting here all alone while he's been off searching for it. I'm not terribly fond of being alone. If you do see him, I'd be obliged if you could pass on this message. Forget the silly handkerchief and return to my side at once. Not a single Lalafell here. Oh, good heavens, buddy, what is going on? Oh no. What happened to you? Oh, wicked whites, that was close. Thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. The winds must have had blown it over the edge, but luckily it caught on something. I thought if I could stretch out far enough. I mean, I feel like this is kind of insulting to say that you risk your life for a scrap of cloth. Yeah, you must think highly of your mistress. She's my entire world. Without her, I am nothing. When I first came to Eulmore, I thought only of improving my lot in life. But there was so much more to the city than wealth and plenty. Is there? There is no war, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has been ever so kind to me, and I can think of no other place in Colusia where I could possibly be happier. Sorry, I might have gone a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, you should come with me to meet my lady. Once she hears of your deed, you'll be witness to her generosity firsthand. What? Lovely, you say? Curse my clumsy feet. I must return to her immediately. What a terrible view. It's like looking out at the, shanty town from this kind of opulent, like, castle. I will never leave my lady's side again. My attendant told me everything. I am so grateful you were there to offer your assistance. You value him highly then. As if he were a member of my own family. I cannot live the wonderful life I lead without him. We free citizens owe the bonds of our undying gratitude, or unending gratitude. Mayhap in another society, our different standing would breed in prejudice or resentment, but in Eulmore, a most glorious measure is in place to avert such unpleasantries. Part of that measure requires that we free surrender their fortunes. Upon registration, all of our property, financial, intellectual, and otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live a life of pampered luxury. Being liberated from the concerns of earning coin has an almost miraculous effect on people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents with whom to enjoy our tranquil existence. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must see what the markets have to offer as a reward for the return of my handkerchief. Oh, and I've not forgotten you, of course, our courageous messenger turned rescuer. It's not cool. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that they have no, like, you know, they kind of give all their possessions and they're all kind of equal, so to speak. All this talk of relying on the bonded, and I haven't given a thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your work unduly. A tour of the city, is it? Then you really must visit the beehive. Oh, trust me, I already have. No, trust me, I already have. It's always buzzing with activity. Local humor. Anyway, a lady of the name of Tista Bee usually has her seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak with you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself on her good side. Other shows. Buzzy with activity. I know, I expect there'll be a lot of bee-related puns in this place. Welcome to the beehive, my little drone, seeking to sting with excitement. Yeah. Seeking the sting of excitement to liven up your day? I can tell at a glance when folk are new to our happy colony. It's the nervous fluttering, you see, always gives them away. I like her hair. It's very colorful. Why don't we play some cards, set you at ease, eh? A quick game of high or low. It's simply a matter of guessing who has the bigger hand. If you win, I'll grant you a single favor. Within reason, of course. Interested? Sure, I can do some gambling. Ready for a game of high or low, then? Let's play. Good for you. No time like the present, I say. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of your cards over, and I flip 2 of mine. Okay, interesting. And then I guess if she has higher or lower than me? So I have a 4. She has a 5. What's the deck like? Like, how many of... Is it like a standard deck where there's... Well, I guess it's just like numbered cards. So is there only one of each card? Like, I couldn't get a 2 or a 3. I'm gonna say, will your total be higher or lower? I'm gonna say higher. I want to overthink it. Let me strategize. High. Yeah, I'm gonna go high. I love like easy gambling games like this. You're going with high then. Right. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, look at that. My card's up to 6, and you have a total of 21. Blackjack. Yay, I win. Let's play again. Can I start betting? Your guess was right. Usually I concede defeat at this point. What do you say to a rematch? One more win, then we'll... is she hustling me? Wait. I think she's hustling me. That's always what a hustler says. One more win, then we'll talk about that favor. Another match of high or low. Come now, little honeybee. We all need our diversions. Yes. That's the spirit. Let me sort out the deck. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one over, you flip one of yours over. I flip 2 of mine. Okay, interesting. So I have a 6, or no, this is an 8. And I'm gonna go higher again. Yeah, she just has a 5. So yeah, I'm gonna go higher. You're going with high then? Right, let's see what we've got. My card's up to 14, and you have... Yeah, I still have higher. A total of 19. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if your card is higher than her 2 cards, then just go higher, right? Well, would you look at that? I think you have a knack for this, newcomer. Congratulations, victory is yours, as the prize I promised. Come whisper in my ear then, and don't be shy. Tell old Tista what she can do for you. That's all. How delightfully wholesome. But if knowledge is what you want, then that is what you shall have. In my humble estimation, the most wondrous thing about this town is how safe we are from the Sin Eaters. They say Lord Vathu is born with the power to command them, which means no Eulmore needs to ever raise a weapon in defense of the city. Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? If your itch still needs scratching, you might get a few words out of our Atharn over there. There's not the merry sot likes more than the sound of his own voice. Who? Oh, Atharn. Cool. I'm gonna take a quick little break. Give me 1 second. Take a few minutes. I'll be right back, and then we'll talk to Atharn? Atharn, whatever his name is. We'll see. Wait, can I sit in a seat real quick? Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back. We'll get a good view. Okay, I am back. Give me 1 second. What's that? New to Eulmore, you saying? Yeah, only just arrived, and you're looking to peel away the layers of mystery. Oh, I'm all for chatting, but you need to slow down and enjoy life, my friend. I'll tell you what, you hop up on stage and give us a dance first, and then we can have a little talk. I have to dance for him? What the heck? I don't like the Lawful dance. It's so weird. My little like jig. How do you? The pig looks so worried. He's like, "What are you doing, man? What are you doing?" Wait, I thought I danced on the stage. Was I not in the right spot? Dance on the mark. Dance on the mark on stage. Yeah, thank you so much, Ninja. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. It was good chatting. I hope you have a great rest of your night. It's fun times. Wait, where do I... Why is the arrow pointing up? Oh, I need to go up here. Oh, God. Okay. I see. Oh, boy. How low the warrior of light has fallen. I have to dance for entertainment now. Oh god, so silly. That's the way. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Get me down from here. Now that was a show. You're welcome to clamber up on stage anytime you like. So, what was it what was it you wanted to ask me? Ah, yeah, something about our fair city. Well, I can tell you I wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. The Eulmore army may be the very essence of military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Sin Eaters. Things changed for us, around 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He's got this way with the Eaters, you see, terms them docile as house cats. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say they've become something of an ally to Eulmore, no longer an enemy to be feared. I don't trust that one bit. You're saying he's like turning the Sin Eaters into an ally of Eulmore? That seems very fishy. And yet elsewhere, there are still fools who insist on fighting their losing battles. Ha, a toast to Lord Vothring. You have gained a preliminary sense of the city. The Chais and Alphina will be expecting your return. Yeah, he can like... He's friendly with the Sin Eaters? Does he have some like deal with them or something? That seems so crazy to me. Yeah, like I said, I do feel like there's some sort of mystery or secrets going on in this place. Oh, you've returned from your jaunt around the city so soon. You needn't have hurried back. Young Alphina is yet to put brush to canvas. One cannot rush good art, I'm told. Or a good artist, apparently. Ah, finally. Wait, is this his old outfit? Or is it a new outfit? Wait, this is new, right? Oh, look at him. Look at our boy. I put together an ensemble from the gods you chose. This is satisfactory. Oh, goodness gracious me. The last outfit was so precious, but this makes you look positively dashing. You truly are a handsome boy. However am I to decide? I don't recall this as part of the artistic process. Come on, Alphino needs his, like, gaudy outfit. He needs his, like, fancy clothes. Exactly. The lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. It's about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly... Well, I'd not, that is to say. As long as you... just make sure you give the lad some time to prepare. We know who will be upset if he's not ready to paint at the moment's notice. Whatever you say, darling. Shall we pick out some Julie next? I do like his outfit though. It's really good. Big fan of this outfit, Alphina. You picked a good one. Looks good on you. I like the shoulder pad is nice. The little kind of like cape thing is good too. It's good. I think Alphino looks simply precious in more frilly fashion, but he seems the most comfortable in traveling wear. Though I settled in his current wardrobe, it's not a common style in Eulmore, and I can just imagine the head turning as he strides through the crowd. You really must have your mentor concentrate on his art. Our anniversary will be upon us soon, and I promise to have a portrait to commemorate our union. Ooh, portrait. Well, Alphino should be good at that. Lady Chai has a very particular sense of beauty, and apparently that extends to how I should dress whilst painting. But this obsession of her works is in our favor. The time I spend indulging these distractions is time you can use to continue your explorations. For this incursion, I'd like you to delve into the lair below us, instead of the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell. Oh, I think you need to go this way. Gather information in the understory. Okay. Wait, do I need to jump from right here, maybe? Oh. I'm worried I'll hit this chain, though. Ooh, wait, I think I can make that jump. Hold on. Oops. Wait, I wonder if I can make it from here instead, actually. No, I don't know if I can get it good enough. Oops, I didn't even jump that time. Well, we'll give one more chance. One more time. No, I think I need to jump from higher up. That's fine. Okay, well, here we are. Weeping Warrior. Doesn't seem like a warrior. Oh, you're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me. Please, I need your help. My throat is... Oh, Weeping Warbler. I thought it said warrior. My throat, I can't sing anymore. I'm making excuses, but it's just not getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm in no use of him, then I need you to seek out to the derelicts and describe my condition to Thoric. Here's a list of symptoms and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to. Oh god, that's kind of terrifying. Yeah, I'll for sure help her. Yeah, I was like, Weeping Warrior, that can't be right. No, Warbler. Weeping Warbler. So I'm assuming the derelicts is like the kind of town outside of the city, or like the castle. Yeah, I'm gonna go around that backside, okay. Okay, interesting. Huh. This is very, like, opulent for being in this derelict area. Weird. Yeah, you need medicines, tonics, potions. I do. A cure for an ailing voice, is it? No, medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. It must be cut out, excised, and even then the voice may never heal completely. Poor little songbird. Will they kick her out of the nest, I wonder, or simply silence her chirps? My god, it's kind of terrible to say. Oh, your face. You didn't know. Of the many hopefuls who enter the city, very few are ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Oh, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest, gone. A town of nightmares it is not for this ship's rat. Oh, no, no. I'm content to scurry around down here and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. This consultation is over. You have my verdict, and I have my meal. Good day. I wonder if they're like maybe sacrificing them for something. Maybe to the Sin Eaters as like kind of payment, or yeah, I don't know. Very weird. I guess we can just jump down. Did you get my medicine? Sorry. So that's it? What am I to do if I can't sing? Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend. Oh, generous sir, have mercy. I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said... So you've been suffering all this time? I'm sorry, my pet. I don't like how he calls her that. Ugh. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave. But you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of thrilling by casting you out into the street. You are too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure. Then I shall have a word with Lord Vothry and arrange for your ascension. Ascension. Ooh, I do not like that at all. That's not a good term. In that paradise where residents neither pain nor illness will your song ring out clearly once again. Am I happy you think it a step too far? No, you would do that for me. Of course. Why, I would almost wish to hasten my own ascension, knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me. They're gonna kill her. They're gonna like sacrifice her to the Sin Eaters, right? Yeah, what is ascension? Ah, you must be a new arrival. Allow me to explain. As all know, the Sin Eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them unto a celestial paradise. It is through Lord Vothry that we learned the truth. It is through Lord Vothry's grace that the free people of Eulmore are destined to embrace salvation. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy. Yeah, it's like very, like, not great culty. Ugh. Lord Vothry truly is a great man, isn't he? Now, if you will excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation in the compassion you have shown my precious canary. So just like that, like, hey, you can't sing anymore. Let's go sacrifice you to the Eaters of Sin. Yeah, I don't like this place at all. This is terrifying. Like, literally, she can't sing anymore. So we're gonna go sacrifice her to, like, the angels. Yeah, that's not great. Kind of terrifying. I'm maybe assuming that's why, like, the Sin Eaters kind of leave this place alone, is because they're getting, like, a fresh stream of, like, people to eat or something. I don't know. Kind of like a deal where it's like, we'll give you people to eat and you leave us alone. Oh, okay, Alphino. Look at that. That's interesting. It's really good though. I like it. I didn't realize he started painting so quickly. He is very talented. He is very talented. Tis good to see you back. You were taking so long to begin to worry something bad happened. Or something had happened. I began sketching an outline for the portrait. But nay, the child appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigation have gleaned thus far? So, Lord Vothi boasts some manner of influence over the Sin Eaters. And does he? That would explain the reverence in which he is held by the citizenry. And as for this ascension business, I can't help but be put in mind of that apothecary's ominous remarks. If so many folk have entered the city over the years, then where do they go? They get killed. They get sacrificed. Okay, well, unfortunately, I think I'm gonna call it there for today. I know it's kind of like a sudden stop, and my kind of throat's hurting me, so I'm getting pretty tired too. So I'll call it there for today. I think tomorrow I'll try to do like a longer stream, and continue on with the main story quest. So sorry for kind of like the abrupt end in the short stream, but I will be back tomorrow for more Final Fantasy XIV. So I hope you all enjoyed today, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Yeah, you take care, Blue Glow. It was good chatting as always. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.